Maayong adlaw class, this is Sir Kier and I welcome you all to another lecture in our general mathematics. So for this lecture, I'll be discussing or teaching you how to solve exponential equations. Exponential equations and exponential functions are very important, especially with this pandemic that we're in. The spread of the virus is an example of exponential growth in which we can model using exponential function. Also, exponential equations and functions are present in other sciences, engineering, and also business mathematics. Example is compound interest, annuity, stock market, etc. So basically, whatever career you're planning to take, mastering exponential function and equations is very important. Okay, so before we proceed with solving exponential equations, let us first define what are exponential equations. Okay, equations involving exponential expressions are exponential equations. So this is the only definition of our exponential equation here. But sir, what are exponential expressions ba? An exponential expression is an expression of the form b raised to x, where your b is your base and your x here is your exponent, where b is greater than 0 and b is not equal to 1. Pasintabi po sa ano ha? Sa manok. Okay, so sige nga. Let's try using those definition. Let's try to identify which of the following are exponential equations. So we have here 4 equations. Which do you think is or are exponential equations? As what you can see, the first equation here, we have here 2 raised to x plus 1. And this is an example of an exponential expression. Diba, we have here a base 2 and an exponent x plus 1. Our base is greater than 0 and is not equal to 1. So this is an example of an exponential equation. The second one naman, no, because we don't have an exponential expression here. No? Yes, we have x squared. However, x could take negative values, no? Real numbers. So, di ba nga, we restrict that our base should be positive and not equal to 1. Same goes with the third one. And then the fourth one, okay, we have here 2 exponential expressions, the left-hand side and the right-hand side. So this is also an example of exponential equation. So I hope clear sa inyo kung ano yung exponential equation class, okay? So, in solving exponential equations, we need to be a master na sa laws of exponents. So let's have a quick review muna sa mga properties and laws of exponents. Okay, we have here the first one when you're trying to multiply 2 numbers or 2 exponential expressions with the same base, no, na a, what you'll do is just add the exponents. So we have here m plus n. Next is if you're trying to, we have a sub m and then quantity raised to n, you will just multiply the exponent. So we have here mn. This one naman, on the other hand, you are raising, no? Ni-raise mo ng to the power of n yung product ng dalawang number, no? Ang mangyayari is, i-distribute mo lang yung exponent n. So we have here a raised to n times b raised to n. Then naman, if we divide two exponential expressions with the same base, ang mangyayari is i-subtract lang natin yung mga exponents. So kung mapapansin nyo dito sa division, we subtract the exponents. Sa multiplication naman, we add the exponents, no? So of course, a cannot be 0 because magiging undefined yung fraction. So this one naman, This is somewhat similar with the third one. Ito lang is division, so distribute din yung exponent. Ito, any number raised to 0 is equal to 1. Tapos, a raised to negative m is equal to 1 over a raised to m. So, kapag negative yung exponent natin, magiging reciprocal lang siya, tapos raised to the positive na exponent. And lastly, we have a raised to a fraction, m over n. So, ang mangyayari, yung numerator ng ating exponent is magiging power ni a. Tapos, si denominator magiging index ng radical. No? So, meron tayong nth root of a raised to m. So, ganyan. So, yan lang yung dapat nyong i-memorize ng mga laws of exponents. Pero if you really understand naman the idea of exponent, gigets mo rin naman lahat ng to. Say for example, ito. A raised to m, tapos raised to n. So, ibig sabihin lang yan, si a raised to m, minultiply mo by itself n times. So, parang lang din siya. Itong first. So, magiging a raised to m times a raised to n times. So, magiging m times n lang din. So, basta yan lang yung mga laws na dapat nating ilagay sa utak. So, using that, makakasolve tayo ng ating mga exponential equations. So, how to solve exponential equations ba? So, we will use this theorem here. So, let's say we have b greater than 0 and b is not equal to 1. Then, b raised to x equal to b raised to y if and only if the exponent x and the exponent y ay equal. Okay? So, kapag the same base pala, equal din dapat yung exponents, no? If you have an equation na dalawang expressions na mayroong the same base, sa exponents, equal din dapat. Vice versa. Okay, let's use that, no? Sa ating mga example dito. So, let's have 2 raised to x equal to 8. Okay, let's start with a simple example lang. So, kung mapapansin nyo, we have an exponential expression here. So, this is obviously an exponential equation. So, gagawin lang natin is, ang goal, ano nga yung goal? Dapat makagawa tayo ng expressions na the same yung base, no? So, ito, kung mapapansin nyo si 8, di ba it's just 2 cubed? Ayan. So, mayroon tayong the same base na 2. Right? So, kapag mayroon tayong the same base, pwede natin i-equate yung exponents na si x tsaka si 3. So, therefore, x pala is equal to 3. So, ganun lang. So, ang challenge dito is dapat familiar kayo with perfect squares, perfect cube ng mga numbers, ganyan, kaya para madali lang sa inyong pag-solve ang ating exponential na equation. So, I hope na mag-practice kayo niya, no? Let's try another example. Here, we have here 3 raised to x equal to 1 over 27. So, ano kaya ang goal natin na maging base dyan? So, observe mo lang yung mga numbers, no? So, we have here 3, 1, tsaka 27. Of course, si 27, pwede natin siyang i-express as a power of 3, no? So, kapag ganyan, nangyayari, we have 3 raised to x equal to 1 over 3 cubed. Diba? 3 cubed is just 27. Okay na. However, dapat nating ma-express tong 1 over 3 cubed na 3 yung base. So, paano ba yan? Gamit tayo ng laws of exponent. Diba? Kapag 1 over a number na raised to another number, magiging lang siya. Yung base raised to negative na ng kanyang exponent dito. Ayan. So, mayroon na tayong do you call this, the same base ng mga exponential expression. So, mangyari, pwede nating equate ang ating mga exponents. So, we have here x equal to negative 3. So, ayan, it's easy lang, di ba? So, easy examples muna. So, let's try another one. 5 raised to 3m is equal to 625 raised to 1 minus m. Okay. So, of course, no, kung mapapansin nyo, try nyo lang express yung other number or base, no? Itong si 625. Kung pwede ba siyang ma-express as a power ni 5, which is in fact pwede naman, 5 raised to 4. So, ayan, we have here 5 raised to 4. So, gamit ulit tayo ng loss of exponent natin. Kapag ganito, di ba, mag-multiply natin yung exponent sa loob ng parenthesis tsaka sa labas ng parenthesis. So, we will have 5 raised to 3m equal to 5 raised to 4 times the difference of 1 and m. So, since we have the same base, pwede na natin na-equate yung ating exponents. So, we have here 3m equal to 4 times 1 minus m. So, distribute and then combine like terms, you will get m equal to 4/7. So that is our solution for this equation. Okay, another example. We have here 64 raised to x minus 1 and then 16 raised to x plus 3. Okay, kaya ba i-express si 64 as a power of 16? Parang ano, no? Hindi, no? So, pwede na pero pwede na si 16 at saka si 64 express natin as a power of 4. Diba? Kung si 64, 4 cubed. Si 16, 4 squared. Okay, so meron tayo niyan. Next, multiplying natin yung exponents. So, ganyan. And then, using the loss of exponents, diba? Multiply yung sa loob ng ating parenthesis tsaka sa labas. Next is, the same na yung base, so pwede natin i-equate yung exponent. So we have here 3 times x minus 1 equal to 2 times x plus 3. Distribute, combine like terms, you will get x equal to 9. So ganyan lang yung kadali, no? Pag-solve, dapat lang talaga natin gawin ng the same base. Okay, let's have another example here. 1/4 raised to 2n equal to 2 raised to 3 minus n. So, meron tayong base na 2 tsaka 1/4. Pero si 1/4, pwede natin yun i-express as a power of 2. Paano ba? Diba si 4 is just 2 squared? Okay. Tapos, since naka 1 over 2 squared man, pwede natin siyang gawing 2 raised to negative 2 using the loss of exponent. And then, since ito, pwede natin ito i-multiply, diba? Para maging the same base na. So, ang product niyan is negative 2 times 2n and then equal to 3 minus n. So, in-equate natin yung exponents natin. So, if you multiply and then combine like terms, you will get n equal to negative 1. Okay? How about this one? 25 raised to x squared equal to 5 raised to x plus 3. Obviously, 25 is 5 squared. So, 2 times x squared. And then, the same na yung ating base. So, pwede natin i-equate ang ating exponent. So, we have here 2x squared equal to x plus 3. Okay, since this is quadratic, we equate this to 0. And then, when we have a quadratic equation, of course, we have varieties of ways to solve it. No, but I suggest you try to factor it muna before doing the other ways. So if we factor that, pwede naman siya ma-factor. So we have here 2x minus 3 times x plus 1. And then if we equate both factors to 0, we will get x equal to 3 halves or negative 1. So ayan, may dalawa tayong solution for this one, no? Which is 3 halves or negative 1. Okay, let's try this more complex example here. 2 raised to 2x minus 3 times 2 raised to x minus 4 equal to 0. Di ba what we're doing earlier is that we make everything na the same yung base. So kung mapapansin nyo, we have 3, 2, and 4. So kung 2 and 4 lang naman, okay, walang problema, no? Pwede naman to maging 2 squared. However, meron tayong 3 dito. So, nagkakaproblema tayo dito na part. So, ang gawin natin, atakihin natin to sa other way, no? Meron naman tayong gagawin dito before tayo makaproceed doon sa ating theorem. So, kung mapapansin nyo, si 2 raised to 2x, pwede natin siyang gawing power ni 2x, no? Which is, in fact, 2 raised to 2x is equal to 2 raised to x squared. Diba? Sa ating laws of exponents. Okay, so rewrite natin yan. Okay. So kung mapapansin nyo, we have here, kung i-change natin si 2 raised to x, makakabuo tayo ng quadratic na equation. So let's try na maging m to si 2 raised to x. Ayan. So if we let m equal to 2 raised to x, we will have m squared minus 3m minus 4 equal to 0. So we have here a quadratic equation, and this trinomial can be factored, no? We have here m minus 4 times m plus 1. So therefore, we have m equal to negative 1 or 4. However, we're not solving for m. We're trying to solve for the value of x here. So anong gagawin natin next? Ano nga yun ulit equal si m? Diba m is equal to 2 raised to x. And since our base here na 2 is positive, whatever man yung ilagay mo na exponent dyan, you cannot get a negative value. So therefore, hindi pwede na negative 1 ang ating 2 raised to x. And si 4 lang yung pwede. Okay, so kapag i-equate natin si 2 raised to x to 4, okay, gawin natin the same yung base. 4 is 2 squared. And now, finally, we can equate the equation. So, therefore, x is equal to 2. So, ayan. So, ganyan lang yung pag-solve ng ating exponential equations class. Kung mapapansin nyo, what we have here, the examples are equations in which we can come up with expressions na the same yung base, no? Para ma-equate natin yung exponents. Pero sir, how about sir, if hindi tayo makakome up ng the same yung base? So, ang gagawin lang dyan, class, is gagamitan natin ng mga logarithmic properties, no? In which, itatopic muna natin yan next meeting. So, for now, try to master muna this way of solving, no, using the theorem. So, one step at a time lang tayo, class. Just trust the process, mamamaster din natin yan. So, para mas, I hope na may kayo na today, may natutunan. So, para mas ma-master nyo pa, try nyo to ng mga problems. You know, in mathematics talaga, para ma-master ka, just keep on practicing, no? So, you can pause this video and then try to answer these 7 equations. Tapos, ibibigay ko rin naman yung answer ngayon din. So, you could check it, no? So, ayan. So, pause nyo muna, tapos try to solve it. Okay, if you're done solving, here are the answers for this set of equations. Ayan. Check nyo yung answer nyo. So, if makakuha kayo ng 5 and above, meaning, may runong na kayo mag-solve ng ating exponential equation using the theorem that I gave earlier without using logarithmic properties. Okay? So, I hope mag-practice pa kayo ng mga more examples ng exponential equations na hindi need maggamit ng logarithmic properties para mas ma-master niyo pa. So, thank you so much for listening sa lecture natin today, and I hope may natutunan kayo. Okay? So, say, kapag sa logarithmic na, importante rin na alam natin yung mga properties ng laws of exponents. So, connected lang naman din yun sila. So, next meeting, let's have logarithmic function and then logarithmic equation, tapos applications din, no? Para mas ma-appreciate natin yung exponential function and logarithmic function. So, ayan. Thank you for listening again and see you next meeting. Goodbye!